Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with more bug fables. In the last episode we got a new party member in the form of Chompy, and I was too uncreative to give her an original name, so I just gave her canonical name. And today, we will be making progress, but first, we've found all of your bad books, and we found 2 of them at the same time. That's that glimmer in your eye, you've found a bad book. In fact, I found 2. This is one of the worst ones, let's see. Twisted Summer. Why was so much time spent setting up all those characters? There are at least 3 characters not mentioned post page 75. This includes the main character. So it's like good bad? It's atrocious and disgusting. Perfect for my bookshelf, here's your reward. 35 berries, I forgot how lucrative this could be. 1 more should sate my urges, let me know if you find more. I already did. Okay, Chompy, you're having a little dance back there. Here's another. This is one of the worst ones. That cover. Axis invert. No, this one's too awful. Sir, please remain calm. This is a library. This book was perfect. Such a beautiful story. Incredible prose, tight pacing, amazing characters. And it's a bad book? It was all a dream. Then a rock crushes the main character. Yikes. This is too much even for me. I'll destroy it later. Thank you for everything, explorers. Here's my Virtue's last reward. And it's more money, but that's cool and good. I hope you enjoyed them. Let's say I did, shall we? I'll see you around. Now, I don't remember offhand how much money we have in the bank, but I may as well go and deposit those because there's something that I found out about relatively recently that I didn't know about when playing this game for the first time. And I want to say we're on the threshold of being able to see it, but I could be completely wrong and I might just be setting something up that we're not about to see. So, let's find out together. In case you can't tell, it's been like 2 weeks since I last recorded because personal business and also Touch Detective 3 took a lot of, I'm running that Let's Play alongside this Let's Play, and the finale of that took a lot of things. I needed to do many things in order to make that finale happen, so that put this series on hold as well. Anyway, that brings us up to 541 berries, and just like in Majora's Mask, well, you've really saved up. You've reached 500 berries in your account. Well, yeah, saving up's really important. You're now a platinum member. That sounds like... What's the reward? Your interest's been doubled, and you get this fancy card. Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing, but it's a thing. All right, I'm gonna get way better return on investments. Fee, did you not trust the bank to begin with? You know about returns on investments? Look, what matters is we're getting rich. So, yep, our rate of interest is doubled, so now that we've proven ourselves as the rich, now we qualify to get richer. If you're poor, oh no, you don't get good interest. If you already have money, that's why you deserve more money. You know, like in real-world economics. Anyway, one last distraction, because I could put this off, but it involves a couple of items that will just be burning a hole in my pocket for a hot minute, so let's go and see the wizard and I'll meet you there. It's distractions like these that make me wish that this game had like an equivalent to the red candy cane pipe from Super Paper Mario, but it's okay, this game is still good without it. Anyway, Tarantular, which, yes, that is your name. Can we confirm that? This tower is incredible. Did he build it all by himself? I hope so. It cost a fortune to buy. He truly seems to be a sorcerer. It must have been child's play. Kabbu, you actual fanboy. So, did you find all 3 ingredients? As a matter of fact, I did. So we were looking for the essence of the creatures of the earth, aka Aphidew, the essence of frost itself, magic ice, and a berry that grows in barren soil, which we know nothing about, but we have a squash and that fits the bill. Blimey, you actually got 'em! Quick, hand 'em over! Ta-da! I don't remember what the prize is. Yes, I can feel the magic in this brew. It really did help me. As thanks, I shall bestow great power upon you. You there, Bluey. You can use magic, right? And you've got a fun toy, kid. Not a kid. How did you... Oh, right, sorcerer. Yeah, we've got ice magic. Perfect. Now, in the darkness, master this technique. There we go, Frost Relay. For some reason, this, which has nothing to do with any of the characters individually, gives us a battle skill, and that's the prize. Worth it, eh? Kabbu, you look horrified.
Wow, I just learned stuff all of a sudden.
This power's incredible.
What about me?
Chin up, Beetle. You'll figure one out. I'm gonna go back to work now. I guess you're, welcome to visit.
Thank you. Now that's a reward.
Not for me, though. I looked it up, by the way, these things. The price varies randomly, and I'm not sure what changes the price. So, 2 things to note with those capsules. First of all, I believe it's... like, the way they work is you use it in battle, and the item becomes an attack by itself, or something like that. And the price varies between 11 and 18 berries, and you can sell them somewhere, and... I think there is somewhere, and I think it's somewhere we can't get to yet, but there's somewhere that buys them for consistently 18 or 19 berries. I'll have the exact numbers on screen. So basically, you could just buy a load of those capsules and sell them for a profit if you want to grind money, but we have our rich bitch privilege bonus happening, so we'll be fine. Anyway, at long sweet last, let's go and get on with the story. I will meet you on the far end of the Lost Sands, where you remember where we got shouted at for getting too close to the Wasp Kingdom before? Yeah, I'm gonna meet you there. And we're here. Muggy's here, Keena's here, Silver the Hedgehog is here, and you're also hiding back here. Don't think I don't see you, and this room is almost unrecognizable because the gate done got bloosted.
They destroyed the gate! Did you see who did it? V, can't you see she's in shock? It was her job to watch the gate, though. You're right. I have no excuse. Watching the gate was my only job. I'm useless.
Her will's more broken than a gate. Let's leave her alone for a bit. Did I say that right? Leave her alone for a bit. Anyway, Pum, Keena, the chandelier.
Good. You've arrived quickly.
Who's the cute little thing?
Just some stray from the streets. Now, Keena, don't be rude. This is Yin. I found her while spying on the wasps. She should have become a moth moons ago, and, well, her condition fascinates me.
Is that so? That's weird.
Yeah, never heard of a super old caterpillar. Whatever, we got work to do. I just hope she doesn't slow us down. We'll head in first. Make sure you're well prepared.
We've never been more ready. You see, we also picked up a stray child.
Kabbu, I do not care.
Right. See you there. And so, at long chumbula last, we can properly commence with Chapter 5. Wow, the music and atmosphere here is very familiar, wouldn't you say?
And so we arrive.
Hey, Kabbu, you're from the north, right?
We do recall hearing it once or twice. You don't sound like a Geordie, but whatever.
We've had many tales of this land when we first met. Would you serve as our guide?
Yes. To be sincere, I've been waiting to return to this wretched place.
What? Wretched?
You've been acting weird. What's going on?
I have only bad memories of this border. Listen, and listen well. These are the Far Grasslands. They connect the Lost Sands with the Wasp Kingdom. Given the state of affairs, it is likely their walls are sealed. Even if we walk north to them,
we wouldn't be able to get in.
How did you get here, then? There's obviously some off-path or something.
That is correct. East of here is the Wild Swamplands. Hideous monsters, wild tribes, thick water at every turn. It's very dangerous.
Kabbu, I had no idea it was this dreadful. I'll take your words to heart, Kabbu. It's clear this is a journey we can underestimate.
This is not a journey we can underestimate. I thought that knot would be elsewhere in that sentence.
Keena, you should stay behind with Yin.
What? Are you crazy? You know how strong we are together.
I cannot risk this young bug suffering a harsh fate. Please, I beg you to watch her until I return.
You always do this! You always run off without me! Keena, please, try to understand your brother.
I'll watch Yin. But I do it for you, brother, not for her. If you don't come back, beat you up!
And off she goes with a grin because her walk cycle doesn't match her mood.
Not an easy day for anybody.
We aren't at the swamp yet, but we cannot relax.
Yeah, it's east of here, right? I'll make sure there's no traps around.
This area changes constantly, so I can't tell what's ahead. Stay close to me. Let's go. Forgive me, team, if I told you my plans. You would...
Well, can we meander this way? Because I saw some interesting things this way. Can we go this way? Are you going to prevent me from going this way? Could this be where I think it is? Does this connect the way I think it does? I can't... Okay, I don't think this is anywhere we've seen before. Spoilers, we might see something familiar around here. I don't actually remember how this whole area connects together, because for me personally, like, Chapter 4 is the part of the game where my familiarity, like, just completely drops off. Like, I remember everything fairly vividly up to where we've played, and from here onwards, I've played it once and I remember none of it. So, before we actually go in, shall we at least taste the local wildlife? Apparently not. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll see more of them in due course. What about you? Nope, everyone here is weak as beans. So, clearly Kabbu was blowing smoke about the danger up ahead. What about you? We've been seeing plenty of you. Nope, you as well. And we've got a dangerous room. Cool, it's an ingredient. I feel a little bit over-leveled now. Okay, we'll take off the bug me not, because I do want to get these guys for our collection. Ooh, a nice shade of teal. It's the teal mask. Why do you have two? What gives you the right, or indeed the left? Dr. Left. Okay, mantid fly, what's your business?
The wasp found us! Oh, what? What bug is this? Well, whatever. It's just another enemy I gotta smack to the ground.
Well, I mean, you say that, but we should probably smack the one that's actually in the air. So, Bazoop. B''Z''O'. What's this?
Get out of there!
Pardon my voice cracking, apparently. Flowerling.
Curse you, adorable yet levitating foe! Must you hover so insultingly close to my horn's range? It supports its allies in many ways. It may be worth asking V to eliminate it first.
Okay, so I remember the strat. And why is it with your petals up you don't have boosted defense? Not that I'm complaining. Okay, dash through. We'll get most of this back after the battle anyway, so... Dash through! Pretty good. And because Chompy can only attack the frontmost enemy, much like Kabbu, we may as well have Leaf finish the charge. If I can remember which key is which. And yes, just give it a nibble. And then it's Pum's turn. And there we go. Cool. We get nothing. Well, we get 1 XP, but... completely blanked on Mucky's name for a solid 2 minutes there. Okay. So that's given us the mantid fly and the flowerling for our Pokedex, and okay, that's as far as we could go. I just, pardon my rambling and wandering and whatnot, I just do not remember the layout of this area whatsoever, but as you could probably guess from the way I've been alluding, somewhere around here connects to the area that connects to the Wizard's Tower, and that's how we get to where we are. The world is more connected than I remember it being. Or rather, I remember it being connected, I just don't remember how. Anyway, there is one other thing that I ought to address, and we can do that whilst battling this opinion over here. This enemy, this objective, this foe. Okay, first of all, Leaf, you've not had a chance to say anything yet, so sure. What's your opinion on the Wild Chomper? Ain't this the living version of a security turret? Fortunately, this one's weak to ice. As long as we block its vines and seeds, it shouldn't be a challenge. Well, on that basis, I'll put you in the front then. And we shall freeze you gibletly. And I will push the right button, and everyone will be happy. And turn relay the bonus turn back to you. Bring it all back to you, something S Club 7. Was that S Club 7? Z! I'm always out of practice at the worst possible time, and of course, 2 defense, so V can't do anything to it. Luckily, we have Chompy, who doesn't do enough, but we also have Maki. 6 damage, which seems to pierce defense, which is just lovely. But anyway, one thing that I want to address is going forwards. I did touch upon this lightly a few episodes ago, but this is where it really comes to a head. There are certain elements to this game's story that are objectively delicate, and the game handles them very, very, very poorly. So we'll get to that in a moment, but first, a jumping spider, the world's favourite kind.
How pitiful. So many legs and yet you only jump? Well, and Theo, I must make sure our inventory remains safe.
But yes, to cease dancing around the issue, Kabbu made mention of, quote, wild tribes. The main flavour of enemy in this area is the leaf bug. I somehow pressed every key at once there. Well, it's okay, because we know that Maki can take it out in one hit, so it's whatever, but... yeah, leaf cutter bugs. They are an uncontacted tribe. You might be tempted to compare them to, I don't remember the name of the island, but there's that island off the coast of Thailand where there's a tribe there that just kills anyone who tries to get into contact with them because they're fiercely isolationistic, if that's a word. Okay, we were told to go east, but what's north then is north... Oh, there's a sombrero in the water. Yes, clearly that's what that is. Wait, hang on a minute. I was just thinking, oh, we'll come back for that later. No, we can get that now. There was me thinking we were actually going to make some progress in this episode. But, okay, there's wasps up ahead, and a honeycomb-like structure, and a gate, and yeah, we were told the wasp kingdom is around here. That's where that is. So what are you? Dark cherries. Okay, I'll take that. That was worth this minor detour, but okay. I promise I'm done detouring now. So, let's get back onto task. Yes, as I was saying, the enemies around here can be perceived as rather problematic, and in playing this game, I do not endorse the way they're being depicted, but at the same time, I don't think deliberate malice was intended. I think it was just... It's one of those things where they didn't necessarily realize how problematic they were being in the making of it, which doesn't excuse it, but it might serve to explain it? So... I mean, I've said this, I've been a bit premature in actually explaining this, because we've yet to run into them, because we don't really see them until the Wild Swamplands, I think, but still. So we'll just head across over here. It's giving Lava Island from Paper Mario, and that's probably the point, because this is Chapter 5. Anyway, we can drop down here, and keep going east, I suppose. Hey! Now... It's been relatively peaceful so far, not least with the Bug Me Not medal working overtime in our favour, which I was very much not expecting. I was so concerned. Now, there is something to the east, so I don't want to go too far east, he says, going east. I think it's over there? Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that one. There's something around here where I don't want to go too far east because there's something that... It'll make sense later, I promise. I'm going to keep running into you in the hopes of initiating a battle, even though, I mean, I would just be cutting out the battle anyway because it's more of the same, but... Okay. This should be the way? I don't remember. I have so nothing memories of here. Ooh, we have a save point. There's a body of water and there's a whole pile of eggs over there. Yes, you know, pictured over there, eggs. And also some just really strotched and squashed hexagons on the outer wall of the waspish citadel. So let's head on in.
The air is most dense. It's already starting to feel as dreadful as you said, Kabbu.
I wish I could say it'll get better as we go.
This is the only way to the Wasp Kingdom, though. We'll have to deal with it.
Chill out, we're gonna be fine, Kabbu, okay?
Only if we keep our guard up. The leaf bug tribes are sure to attack us.
Is diplomacy not an option?
They don't speak our language. Our words are lost on them, which means clearly they're incapable of logic and reasoning simply because they do so in terms that we can't understand. You see what I'm saying about it being problematic? They didn't intend for it to come off like this, but it comes off as really problematic, and I do not endorse that.
Guess conflict is universal.
Yeah. Let's make haste and cross. Listen up. During my scouting of this area, I found a few structural weaknesses in the Wasp Kingdom's walls. We can sneak inside through one of these at the back of the swamp. Stay close and stay vigilant.
Indeed, I must not make any mistakes.
Also, one thing I can't help but notice, and this has nothing to do with Bug Fables, but like, the cuttable grass here looks like flukeweed from Pikmin 3. Hi! Which for some reason doesn't return in Pikmin 4. Like the flukeweed thing. But flukeweed though. Now, Medesfi? Maidsfi? Medesfi? I don't know this creature.
What a pitiful creature, born to bear the face of evil and treat others so poorly. I shall lower its guard so that we may dispatch it swiftly before its wails can stun us. Hey, what's wrong with whales? Shut up, Phanis, you're not relevant.
Do y'all ever get sick of how I just daydream? I pressed the button this time. Now, because it looks like the Ilichas, I worry that, like, if I attack it, it's going to... Oh, it's one of those... Okay, my thinking was that was its defenses down, and then upon being attacked, it would curl up. No. Kabbu flipping it makes its defenses go down, which is predictable, but... I guessed on the wrong side of the bucket. And hey, we don't even need your help, Mucky. I'm sure I'll never come to bite those words. Bite those... That's an expression people use, I'm sure. Flukeweed. You will not give us fruit or Pikmin or not even those little horrible little spider things. Anyway, let's just head deeper. As I recall, there are some rather bothersome puzzles coming up, and like, not even in a sense of difficulty, but like, it's not hard, but it's not easy, and it's not necessarily fun, but it does feel like an appropriate amount of challenge. Okay, so what's the diddly-dealio here? If I just pluck this, we can just ride the current. Now, I'm not sure offhand. Why don't I test, then? Can we freeze this? Oh, surprisingly not. Maybe it's just too warm. Aww. So, yes, if you've not been to Upper Snakemouth, which, as I was surprised to learn, isn't even required... Okay, bye, Marky. Bye, Chompy. You can't cheese this area with icicle powers. Haha. Waka! Waka! Oh, aren't these cute?
Raise your guard. These are the vicious leaf bug tribes I mentioned.
Seriously? These look super harmless. As do you, V, but your foes have learned to fear your power. Thanks? We'd best give it our all.
Oh, we've got purple now. We're seeing all the colors of the rainbow. Teal and purple, the only colors. See for reference, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Okay, Kabbu. Let's hear your totally on the right side of history perspective on the ninja, the archer, and the clubber.
I was hoping to avoid such a confrontation. Everyone, these leaf bugs are extremely skilled. Not only do they hold powerful strikes, they can even multiply. We'll have to hit many of them at once.
Do continue.
What powerful arrows! They make focusing on the enemy before me much more difficult. V, Leaf, I trust you to deal with them while I clear out the rest. Watch out for reinforcements.
And finally, the hefty boy.
The cocky energy I feel from this enemy is appalling. I'll make sure to tank their hubris and give my team the chance to strike. I'd be into it if I wasn't so acutely racist.
Sorry, Kabbu, you're best boy, but I call him like I see him. Anyway. Well, we have no choice but to fight them, and I suppose the one thing that makes it not forgivable, not excusable, not acceptable, but it at least seems like the leaf bugs hold the same problematic view of us as we do of them. So, that doesn't make it right, but at least it's an even playing field of, like, they're sitting there going, they don't understand our diplomacy, let's beat the snot out of them, as we are to them. So, it all evens out. It's bad. It's in late 2010s Twitter energy, it would, sheesh, it's cancel worthy. But the rest of the game is good, it's just, I don't think they were thinking, and I'm very conscious of it. Anyway, this could have gone a lot worse. And these are common enemies going forwards. Like, usually I don't think we'll have to take on as many of them at a time as we had to here. Wow. But get used to fighting them. Waka waka shwaka bub. They're vicious, all right.
This area is their territory. We must try and get through without confronting them. So, you know, we're invading them, but we're the good guys in beating them up.
I will let go of this eventually, but just let it be known, okay? I'm aware.
It's truly a shame they do not understand us. Well, at least they're not super tough.
Let's go then. Worst case, we freeze them over.
Maybe with Leaf's help, I can...
There's still something you're not telling us, Kabbu. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards and forwards and upwards. I had a feeling. Luckily, there's only one of them this time, so we'll be fine. And this will give us a level up, so I can afford to be as Slempular and Squonklius as always. Not always. I'm like that. This was a sentence ever. What I'm trying to say is, I can afford to be reckless when I'm usually very not reckless with my use of TP. He says using 1 TP that would have been healed off anyway, but... Like, that clubber in the previous battle did so much damage to us, and we've already healed almost all of it back, and then, like, discounting the rank up which auto-heals us anyway. Now... The HP is very, very, very tempting. Especially seeing that, like, the clubber did basically half our HP just from a standing start. Medal points, for the moment, I think we're good. TP, I hate our current number of TP for reasons I will not elaborate on. But I'm going to go for HP for the moment. I've said before, it is that the dump stat, it's... Oh, we can carry 2 more items, cool and good. The fact that you only get 1 HP when you get +3 everything else when you rank up, it's not great. But, you know, I'm sure, much like with Paper Mario, hi, could you not? Oh, you did not. Thank you. We're continuing to be over-leveled. After all this talk of me being worried, I think that's a back cut. When was the last time I explained the phrase backcut in a video? Basically, it's a shortcut that can only be accessed once you're already at the destination, and it only goes backwards and not forwards. And hey, look, we made a bridge. Boop. We're causing all kinds of environmental damage. And I would imagine that falling into the quote-unquote water here probably does damage to you, so be aware of that. But yeah. I still fear this area. Well, fear is not quite the right word. I have fearful deference towards this area because I remember it being challenging going forwards. Hey, a bridge. Nothing bad's ever happened on a bridge.
Curses, we must cross quickly.
What are you doing?
No, wait!
Oh no! Bucky, how'd you end up over there?
Yeah, that was another close call. Good thing I can... Oh, yeah!
I mean, we kind of deserve it. We are invading in their territory to get to our like, these guys have nothing to do with the current, you know, predicament. Oh, this hasn't been our year.
No kidding. Everyone's fine.
Ah! Maki! Where's Maki?
Over here.
We've been separated.
Team Snakemouth, I'm here. Ugh, I hurt my leg.
We hear you, Maki. Hang in there.
Yikes. I know he has to hear you, but... Should I fly over there? Ugh. It's okay. I'll wait here. Help Kabbu and Leaf reach me too.
You've heard him. We must rendezvous with haste. Let's look for another path.
Just wait till we find him. Revenge will be cold.
Right. Time to search.
Well, since there's a piss crystal here, I guess now would be a good time for me to have been and will continue to be tessellating hexagons. And in the next episode, we'll go deeper, brackets go deeper. This was meant to be a reference to North Macedonia's Eurovision entry of 2018. But yes, in the next episode, more of the Wild Swamplands. There appears to be boulders in the way. Clearly we're stuck. See you next time for developments.